Good morning. Welcome to our first edition of the webinars at WealthWay. My name is Yulia. I am the trader at WealthWay, and today I will be hosting a discussion between analysts at WealthWay, Mr. Venatra, and Mr. Syed Faiz Ahmad, who is the Vice President of WealthWay Middle East region. So today we intend to discuss the global outlook for the second half of 2019. Specifically, we'll be talking about U.S. economy and Federal Reserve's next move. So our focus also will be on the U.S. dollar and gold. So Mr. Syed, would you please share your views and analysis with us on recent improvements on job data and retail sales?
Yes, thank you, Ms. Yulia. The data has been negative comparatively to the forecast in the first half of 2019 that indicates economic slowdown in US. Now, given the macroeconomic data which is going to come up, that will decide whether it will give way for further interest rate cuts in the US, and that will decide the fate of US economy.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Syed. So, Mr. Kanata, would you please share your views with us on the same matter?
Yeah. So, as per my observations, the Fed will hold its ground on a one-off insurance rate cut that Powell testified to the Congress. So now, based on the macroeconomic data, the June postings have been good. If you see the retail sales, the job numbers have been increasing. So with the slowdown, the US economy is slightly improving as compared to the first half. So the one-off insurance rate cut will help tackle the slowdown. And as Mr. Syed mentioned of more rate cuts, I don't feel a need to be as dynamic towards the slowdown, because being the strongest economy in the world, the Federal Reserve will have plans for tackling the slowdown.
If, to your opinion, the US economy is actually going strong right now, so what would be your views on the recent US-China trade war, as well as the Huawei situation, and also the geopolitical tensions that are going on right now?
Yeah, so if you look at the US-China trade war, there has been a good amount of optimism that has been created after the G20 summit, where both the counterparts met and discussed a deal. Looking at the future in the next 6 months, I don't see a deal to be agreed, but the tariffs that both nations have been slashing on each other, they have stopped as of now. And Huawei, which had been facing problems in the US, as major players like Google and Intel stopped businesses with Huawei, they have restarted their business ties with the Chinese tech giant. So these are the small steps that have been taken by US to crack a deal with China, but I don't see a deal being cracked as soon as the next year.
Okay, and so you think they will refrain from slashing new tariffs?
Yeah, so the main thing is that now if there are no tariffs, there will be trade optimism in the market. Trade optimism will benefit the US dollar. So that will benefit the economy, and therefore a slowdown will be.
Very well, thank you very much. So Mr. Syed, do you have anything to counter Mr. Ganata's point?
I have to agree on few points with Mr. Rath and few points I have to deny. Like the trade war which is going on with China, both the economies haven't been able to come to an amicable settlement, which I don't see will happen even in next year. And given the sanctions on Huawei, Donald Trump has said that no, he may be planning for new sanctions to be imposed, and until and unless they remove the blacklisting of Huawei, China also will not be agreeing to a talk to come with the US. So I don't think that this will happen very soon in the near future.
Okay, I understand. And what is your forecast on the numbers regarding gold?
See, gold, yes, I believe that the gold will go to 1500 by end of this year, as the major three reasons what I credit to is the Fed rate cuts which will happen, the trade war between US and China, and the tensions between Iran which have been going, and given what will be the possible outcome of Brexit. So these three factors which I believe that will make the gold go up.
Mr. Ganatra, and what do you think about the numbers of gold?
Yeah, according to me, see, gold is very sensitive to rate cuts, as Mr. Syed said. So now, looking at what I feel is that only one insurance cut will be done by the end of this year. I don't see gold reaching 1500 to be precise. It may be around the 1350 or 1300 level, and easing tensions between US and China and trade optimism might help this case.
Mr. Sayed, Mr. Renatra, thank you very much for your time,
Thank you
for
for
sharing
sharing.
your insights with us tonight. Thank you guys for staying through this webinar. There are going to be many more. Check out our website of Wealthway mentioned in the link below. Like, subscribe, and we hope to see you soon for the next webinars. Trade safe and good luck.